All right, we're going live. And we're jumping right into the futures. MES, let's take a look. So we got a big dump this morning. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a big dump, but it was sizable for sure. Man, this thing has been so annoying lately. Oh, it's because I had caps lock on. That'd probably help. All right, cool. So today we're going to be going over kind of a variation on the strategy that I usually run. I've been noticing this month in particular, and it might just be a this month thing, so I don't know if I'm going to switch to this permanently, but in the past, every time I've run my strategy and I follow it to a T, I always pass accounts. Always. And this month, for some reason, has been really weird, and I don't know, the price action's just been choppy. It might just be due to like how uncertain the market is with like Trump and all these things that are changing. So because the market's moving so fast and erratically lately, I've decided to tune my strategy to be more like that. So here's how it looks. And I just kind of drew this up real quick, but we're going to call this the 10 EMA Advanced Aggressive. Okay. And I'm using MNQ as an example here. And if you know my strategy, so the pink line, 50 EMA on the 1 hour, nothing's changing. No trading the first hour. I'm still, I'll put this, still testing, but for now, we'll keep the streams 1 hour after market open. Entry on the first 10 EMA candle. This is the same, no change there. Original stop will now go on the other side of the same candle. So pretty tight. So let me show you what that looks like, okay? So for example, this morning, I did trade in the first hour. So market opened right here, which is where I just kind of start my...
Buy on blue, sell on red.
This is where I kind of like start the day, the count, so to speak. And literally what I'm going to do here is short that candle and just put the stop right on the other side of the same candle. So pretty tight stop in this strategy, okay? Still technically 10 EMA, but it's tight. And then I'm going to target no more than 100 points, okay? But also no more than 5R, if that makes sense. So no more than 5R, but no more than 100 points, okay? And you can see, bam, it hit fast. Yep. And here's proof in the pudding. $582, bam, right there. So that's the new strategy. Stop moves are going to be the same for now. I haven't developed a new system for that, so we're going to leave that the same. This is what I just talked about. 5Rs is preferable because that's Apex's max, but also no more than 100 points. Our size now will be between 150 and 200 on a 25K account. 3 trades allowed max a day now. And once I pick a ticker for the day, I'm going to stick with the same ticker on the day once I start with it. So like if I started with MNQ and I took a loss in the morning, I'm going to trade on MNQ for the next trade later. I'm not going to be hopping around as much between tickers. I pick one for the day and I stick with it. All right. Any questions on that so far? Any questions?
I'm following you so far.
Okay, go. So for you guys today, I just traded that in one account this morning because I had some extra time. I rarely have time in the morning. Usually I go see my trainer, but today the traffic was terrible. So I was like, I'll try it. So it worked, but we're going to be starting fresh from a normal point, 1030 right here. We have not gotten a reset yet, so we can't take MAQ short. Let's look at MES. Do we get the reset on MES yet? Not yet. How about MYM? MYM we might have. Let's see. Yes, MYM we did get a reset. Okay. You see the bear aboves? So if we get a green closing below, we can short it. Let's go ahead and take a look at, why is this in here? This isn't a future. M2K, no reset. MCL got some resets, but no setup short yet. Platinum been fading all morning. There's your reset. So here's one you could take, right? You have a reset here, and then you have this, you have the setup here, but I'll be honest, I haven't tried this yet on Platinum. This would be an insanely tight stop. Like if I were to run the strategy here, like what would that even be? That'd be like 1 point on Platinum. That's pretty darn aggressive. I don't know that I would be doing 1 point on Platinum. Usually I like to do at least 2 points, but all right. But that is a setup if you wanted to take it. But it already triggered in and you might even get stopped. So this strategy, you're going to lose more, which is why we're lowering our R, but you're going to win a lot. You're going to win a lot more. So, for example, on this one, I would target no more than 5R. You could do 4.9 if you want. So you can see that trade would have gotten stopped. So you would have lost 150 to 200 here, but when it does hit, you make like 1,000, right? So it's kind of like, oof. It's definitely a more fun way to trade. MGC broke on the other side of the pink. We haven't gotten a reset though. Bitcoin waiting for a reset. So right now, MYM is the only one that's given us that reset, and it would be off of this green candle. Let's see here. Someone on the YouTube said, I ran the same strategy before, but it was with a 12.5 point stop, 25. Okay. So you had set like points. And you got, oh, so you actually got a payout. You doing something kind of like this, Thelron? That's sick. Guys, if you ever get payouts or pass accounts, like please post it in our community or on our YouTube or whatever. Like it's celebration. Like we love when people are like figuring this stuff out. All right. Cool. No green candle under the 10 yet on MYM, so just hanging out for a sec here. So the question was, should I switch to this or should I stick with the regular 10 EMA advanced? You know, it's up to you. I would maybe, if you want to try it, dedicate a separate new account to it. What I don't sign off on is when people run two different strategies in one account. Stick to one strategy in each account. So, yeah, if you want to try it, but just open a new account to try it. The old way works too. It's just been not working that great this month. Does that mean next month it could work great? Absolutely it could. But I'm finding right now the market's just moving really quickly. Like it'll be slow and then it'll speed up. And it'll be slow and it'll speed up. It's been really like, it's not just choppy. It's just like erratic lately. I mean, today we have VIX almost back over 20. You know, I mean, the volatility is starting to get back there. You know, I mean, VIX over 20 is always a little spicy. VIX over 25 is very spicy. Okay. You rarely see VIX over 30. Rarely. That would be like a day where everyone's pretty spooked. 40 plus is basically, for most people, it's considered a crash, but a lot of times you'll see that the market will buy it up really fast. So because we went up there and wicked into it and came right back down, right? It's not really a crash or a bear market, but typically when VIX gets over 40, it's people hitting the brakes really hard, buying a lot of puts. But you can see back here during, remember 2021 and 2022 bear market, we were over 30 VIX a lot. It was just a lot of spicy fear in that 25 to 30 range. But right now, yeah, I mean, it got as low, guys, as 12, but it's been hanging out here in the teens and kind of near the 20s. So yeah, VIX over 20 to 25, bye, right? Bye. I've definitely been buying. But not a ton yet. But I have been buying. Let's take a look today. We actually got Google and Apple profitable today, which is cool. The rest, though, let's see here. Sol getting absolutely slammed. I have a Solana position, which is kind of unfortunate. Not gonna lie. But it's a great day to average down, so I'll probably just do that. Let's see here. Tesla down a bit. Meta needed a pullback. I'm not even mad about that. Microsoft down. Man, Microsoft has been getting in all my trading years, I've never seen Microsoft get so chopped and slammed as it did this year. Usually it's just a straight up stock. But it's been pretty choppy lately. AMD still getting smoked. If you like to short stocks, guys, this is the easiest one ever. Literally just shorted off the 20 EMA on the daily. Like, it worked there. Like, it's crazy. So, Nvidia. When do we have earnings, guys? Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday earnings on Nvidia. That's gonna be quite juicy. If I'm being honest with you, very, very juicy. Okay, let's go back to MYM here. Take a look at what's going on. So we still haven't gotten that bull below yet. So one of two things is going to happen here, guys. This is either going to roll over and make a new low, or we'll get a double bottom here and we'll try to bounce out of here. Either really is at play. If you go to QQQ, it's not looking good for QQQ right now, I'll tell you. But we do have that 50 SMA, which we're already below, actually. Let me see SPY if we're below it. Yep, we're below it on SPY too. So really at this point, I mean, we have to bounce right now, or the 100 is very possible, I'd say. Very, very possible. Yeah, even for this too. This wouldn't surprise me at all if we went here today, because you can see kind of this floor. See where you have this little bit of a floor here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here. Now we went through it here, but you can see where prices bounced in this 510 area. With the 100 right there, I think that'd be a pretty prime bounce spot, but we'll see. Questions? Speak up. We may be getting a setup long here on gold shortly. Platinum, like I said, I don't know about platinum on this strategy yet. Oil, pretty choppy. I guess that's technically a setup right there. But you got to ask yourself when things are just too tight, right? Like that is once again, that's a very small candle, right? Like I've really been testing this so far just on my main three, MYM, MEQ, MES, but that would be it right there. 5R. Yeah, I don't know. 7-cent stop on oil seems a little irresponsible. Let's see here. Okay, MYM, MNQ starting to roll over again. Let's see if we can take out this low. MYM, still no green candle under the 10 yet. If you shorted this candle, it was pretty close. You're definitely still in because your stop would be, like I said, right on the other side of the candle. Entry there. We'll see what happens here on MYM. That's the one I'm kind of looking at.
You said you've been back testing the new strategy quite a bit. Did you find it worked better on one than another? Like MNQ, maybe because it's a little more erratic, or is it pretty
I
even
mean,
across the board?
I was really just. Oh, you mean between the three MYM, MES, and MNQ?
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
I haven't really like determined yet which one's the best, but I was majority back trading it on MNQ over the weekend, just like over and over and over.
Yeah.
So
Just my mind gravitates to MNQ just because it seems to be more sporadic than the other two.
yeah, and it does. I mean, it doesn't have to be sporadic. I mean, I think MES, MNQ, and MYM are going to
They're
give you
more. I guess the moves are a little more violent than like MES seems
Yeah.
to be more even keel than MNQ in my experience, anyways.
for sure. Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong about that at all. So let's see what this would look like here. So I usually do like 2 ticks above like that. And we're going to target, like I said, I haven't figured out the points over here, like max points, but we'll do 5R. And then let's figure out what. Let me make sure I'm on the right account. The account I didn't trade in yet today. All right, sell, stop. I want to risk about, that's good, somewhere between 150 and 200. So I think 180 is nice. So we'll see if we can get filled here on 10 MNQs. And like I said, guys, this strategy can stop you out quick. But it can also, you can also get right into profit very quickly too. So let's see what happens here if we want to get a pump or get a dump. Someone asked, did you say we did not get a reset on MES? So there's a couple different ways to view a reset. My way of viewing a reset is I would need to get the complete opposite setup. So I would need to see a bear candle closing over the 10 to reset the count before I can try short again. Okay. And we just didn't have that. Every candle has pretty much closed under the 10 here. This one, did it? I mean, I guess that technically closed right on it. This one closed over it. But I need to see a full candle closure of the opposite setup. That's the way I view reset. Okay, so you can see right there, did not get triggered. And this will probably end up being a cancel. But we're gonna leave it be for a sec. Leave it be. Same thing here. I don't really want to cancel it until I get the opposite setup. Because we still haven't even taken out this high yet. This could knife down hard if it wants to. If the sellers are present today, which they look like they are, I mean, MNQ is still looking really weak. Same with MES. Like, this thing can definitely roll over again. MCL, M2K. Yeah, okay. We're all right. Close over the 10. Let's see what happens here. Can the market pick up steam, or is this just going to come knifing down? Okay, we're in. We are in. Let's see if we can get a win here, or if we're gonna get stopped. Isn't this so much more exciting?
So much more exciting.
You liking it so far?
So far,
You're like, until I get stopped
the
right
last
here.
few weeks have been a little tough. So
Dude, the last few weeks have been rough. Like, not fun. And guys, sometimes you do have to adapt. Like, am I saying you should switch your strategy all the time? No. But is it okay to open up another account and try something new? Sure, especially on Apex. Guys, the accounts are $30. You know what I mean? So far, so good. Let's not jinx it, though. We need to break this. We need to break that wick right there. That's our first kind of area. Now, would I trim here? I probably would trim 1 or 2 contracts just because we have so many. We have 10. And yes, if you don't trim at all in your trading, you could be running 1 full size YM contract instead of 10 MYMs. But okay, here goes the trade. So far, so good. I'm not going to trim a lot, but I am going to probably trim near where this candle closed and this candle opened, right? That's kind of a good suspect. So I'll just put it right above it. Like, I'm going to put it like right there. Okay. So that's just a little trim, little trimmy trim right there. Okay. We'll modify that to 9 at the bottom. Literally trimming 10 to 20% right here. So you can do 1 or 2. I wouldn't do more than that, though. Don't be trimming 30, 40, 50%. This is just a little protection. Actually, this should be 10 too. Hold on. Oh, they're linked. It changes both. Okay, so let me change that to a buy. buy stop, and we'll do 9. No, sorry. That one needs to be 10. Sorry, guys. This one needs to be 9. Cool. All right, we're up $256 so far on the trade. For many of you, that is an R, right? I mean, that is an R, right? I said our risk was 180 on this, between 150 and 200. So you're already up, 1.2, 1.3 R is what you'd typically be used to. But like I said, Apex allows for trades up to, but not exceeding 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So 5 R's. So that's what I'm going for here, right? I understand it might not get there. I understand it might get trailed out. That's okay. Let's see if we can get the trim here. And I might do 2. 2 trim right there, and I'll do 8 down here. No more than 2 though, guys, okay? Up 300 now. All right, we're going to pull back here. Let's see what happens. So all the way back up to our entry. Marta, how's it going? We got Marta in the building. I see her.
Mondays are just always so. I'm sitting here looking at all the trades I missed. I don't have FOMO, thankfully, because I conquered that a long time ago. But just looking at all the trades I missed, because Monday mornings are so busy for me with RLT.
For sure. I caught one earlier on M&Q, but this one's starting to look bad. This one started off great, but man.
Yeah.
We'll see though. We'll see what happens here though. I haven't given up on it yet. So this would be obviously, if this comes back down, that's going to be a very easy stop move. Okay, I'll nudge it down. But I would love, I mean, if this turns into another inverted hammer 10 EMA setup, I mean, let's go. Someone asked on the YouTube, would you buy CSTM breakout today or wait for a pullback? So I assume you're talking about a swing trade here, or is this a day trade before I pull it up? But CSTM. Okay, let's take a look. Constellium. That's a cool name. Okay, daily swing trade, he said. Let's see here. Okay, so for me personally, and everyone's different, okay? Just for me personally, I do not, under any circumstances, ever get long on a stock that is under its 200-day SMA. That's just me. That's just my rule. I've gotten smoked enough times to say, okay, you know what? I need to not. And you can see why I have that theory, because you can see when we're above the 200, we bounce a lot. And when we get under it, we just die a lot. So, but that being said, if I like, you know, was like, all right, no, I'm taking this trade. There are some things I like about it. I'm not going to lie. One is this gap over like almost 2 weeks of price action. That's great. That's a really great sign. Especially you had bear volume and then the very next day, crazy bull volume. Now, we are hitting some resistance here. You can see that. These upper wicks. Can you tell me what your like stop and target is? Like, are you thinking about, like, are you just going to get in here? You're going to wait for a pullback and then get long? Like, what's your idea of the trade? Because, I mean, there's a zillion ways to analyze it, right? Got that 4 hour with the 200 right there, kind of holding this down. This is with extended hours on. Stop will be below the inverted hammer. Sure. Yeah. So you're calling the low here. So, all right. So let's say long. Let's say if you get on right now, right, and then your stop's down there. The gap is really big. I know. You're gonna end up being in something like that, which is that a terrible trade? I wouldn't say it's a bad trade. Target would be, you know, somewhere into this gap, probably, and you got the 200 right there. So just because it's below the 200 doesn't mean it can't work bullish. I mean, at some point, this, if it ever gets back up the 200, like it's gonna have to have a run, right? And you're hoping that you're participating in that. You're hoping you're participating in the magnet pull back to this. But yeah, now I think I may have gotten stopped on MYM. Let's go take a look. Yes, I did. Okay. So stopped on MYM. It was a really good attempt. At one point we were up almost 300, but we'll take the L there. What's nice is though, is it was only 180 bucks. Such a small loss, right? Even smaller if you did like a 150. I could have done 9 contracts, right? Okay. So we're going to look for a couple more here. MES. Oh, yeah. See, market's just, it's interesting today. Okay. MES starting to pick back up here. MNQ, MYM. Let's check out Bitcoin. Okay. MGC. Starting to get that setup. You guys see it, right? Actually, the setup was right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's the bear above. Right on top of the pink, too. That's pretty. So something kind of like that would be the trade. And then the same thing, I would try to target something aggressive. Now 5 Rs, I mean, that is insane. I mean, that is, it looks insane, right? But it's not crazy to think that it can go back all the way to here. It's really not, if you think about it. I mean, it's 17 points on a ticker that trades at almost 3,000. So it's not that crazy. Let's just see what the order would even be. I'm just curious. 5. Okay. So you could do 5 or probably do 5 or not. I do 5. I do 5. So you'd set it up like that. But looks like we might have already missed this one. Maybe I can get in on a retest if it wants to be nice, but yeah, it looks like it's taken off. This one's really cool because it's like on your entry candle is on the pink. So you have that, you know what I mean? You kind of have that as defense right there, which is cool. And then you could just draw a trend line like this. So that's definitely a cool trade. I hope it comes back and fills me, but if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Platinum starting to wake up, but we're under the pink. MCL, whoa, buddy. Yeah, glad I didn't take that short. Me and MCL fight the most. M2K, not a big M2K guy, but I know some people that love it. So I just don't know a lot about the Russell 2000, but you know, that's me. MBT, that's a sexy 10 EMA long, but under the pink, can't do it. So really right now, guys, I'm just going to wait. If MGC wants to come back and fill me, cool. If not, no worries. In the meantime, let's go look at our Mag 7. Okay, we have met it down the most today with the price at 666. That's kind of creepy. Super weird. Tesla 330, love that. Might buy some more today. Nvidia honestly is in just a great place, but you know, be aware, like we have earnings on Wednesday, so you know, we're either going to gap to here or we're going to gap to here. You know what I mean? Like they're saying it's a 7% expected move, which is usually what earnings expectations are for the move, but you know, 7% actually isn't even that much. So Tesla, unclear if it wants to go lower. Definitely could. I think it makes so much sense and this is just my opinion, to load very heavy at 300. If the 200 comes up and we meet right here where this was, that could be really fun to load up hard. I'm already pretty loaded, but that could be really fun to just kind of double down right here. Double down. Amazon right on its 100. That's awesome. Microsoft. We talked about this earlier. This is really rare for Microsoft because usually, in my experience, Microsoft doesn't usually doesn't usually chop like that sideways. It's either down or up, and usually it's up. But we get in this sideways price action, and it reminds me a lot of Amazon back in 2020. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, remember this? Sideways Amazon crap we had. I know you guys do. This was pre-split. The split happened here, and this was back when Amazon was trading at like 2,500 to 3,000, and it just wouldn't stop chopping. So I kind of starting to see something similar here on Microsoft, just this sideways chop near the top. Kind of interesting. But Google, prime spot to buy, in my opinion. It's sitting right on the 100. I'll probably buy a little more today. Apple, really doing well. I don't know if you guys saw, but they're planning on building some factories in America because of all the tariffs. So I think it's been getting a lot of positive reinforcement because of that. Cool. Did MGC ever come back and film me or no? Oh, man. Nope. You guys are awfully quiet today. Does anyone have a question or a... I love just hearing Marta talk. Marta, speak to us. Grace us with your knowledge and presence. Nathan, how you been, man? Oh, no, I saw Marta get unmuted. You can come back, Marta. You can come back.
Oh, I was just saying, what the heck are you talking about?
How's the
Go
weather?
ahead, Nate, take it away.
All right, Nate, you're up.
I'm good.
Yeah?
Uh,
Where are
not
you?
so good on trading front, but good everything else.
Where are you at in the world right now?
Sunny Craigavon,
Sunny Craigavon? Where's that?
just up the road from Belfast, Northern Ireland.
So cool.
Yeah.
Is it cold there right now? It has to be, right?
It's not too bad. Like maybe I was gonna say 10 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that is too bad, actually. A little
No,
chilly, but not too bad.
The sun's out today for a change.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this gold trade is breaking my heart. I wish it would have come back and filled me, but it didn't. Annoying. MES starting to turn around. MNQ, yeah, we're starting to get a balance here. MBT, MGC strong, man. That you guys see why that was such a good setup, right? Platinum doing its thing. Okay, well, we'll see if gold wants to come back and fill me, but it's looking less and less likely. We'll leave this up though for a bit.
You ever play the bounce, even though it's the wrong way, for MES and MNQ? Because you come so far down, play it back up.
You can. I'm personally not going to, but you can. I don't. The one thing that I don't like to do in trading is to be like, it can't go any lower or it can't go any higher. I think that's the trap a lot of traders fall into. I get it though, right? It's like, oh, ATR, like RSI, it's due for a bounce. Like, I get it, but we've all seen days
Yep.
where it goes like this. You know what I mean? And it's like RSI cools off, but it just keeps going lower. So
Yep.
Friday was kind of like that. It just sold off all day. You know, and then it just creeps lower, and there's just no buyers, right? It's just like everyone just like gave up on that day. They're like, we'll come back Monday. The Mag 7. Looks like gold left the station without us, I think. But whatever. We could easily get another setup here, though. MES could come up, give us a reset, and then we could take it short again. So just kind of waiting on that. If we look at where VWAP is, let me find that real quick. So if you want to look at VWAP on futures, do not turn on the VWAP like indicator, click on a VWAP and click on the 930 candle, and that'll give you where VWAP is. Okay. So we'll see if we can get over VWAP here. Oh, thanks. We just got a really sweet message on YouTube. I'm going to screenshot that if that's okay, because that's just really nice if you just say that. They said, want to say thank you, Real Life Trading. Love you guys. You're amazing. I've learned so much from you guys. I love the 10 EMA or 10 MA and 20 MA strategies. I've made 20K so far from Johnson & Johnson. Thank you guys. Wow, 20K. Let's go. That's awesome. I haven't looked at J&J in a bit. Let me see here. Wow, J&J just cool. Did you buy off the weekly or something? Let's see here. What I'm curious. Oh, weeklies are down there. Let's see monthlies. Oh, that's what you meant. That is cool, man. If you bought off that that monthly 100 on J&J, you're pretty happy right now, for sure. That's cool. Isn't this crazy? Look at where it bounced in COVID. Like on the dot. Isn't that creepy to you a little bit? I don't know. It's crazy. It came within like literally $1. Like 50 cents. All right, come on, MGC. Give me something here. Did we get to pull? Oh, okay. We might get filled here. Let's see. How many points is this? I feel like we need to implement a limit though. I haven't really figured out what that limit is on MGC yet. Like I feel like for my gold traders out there, what would be your max target? Is 17 points too far? Would you do 10, 15? I'm just curious what the consensus is. I'm not necessarily going to change it. I'm just curious what the consensus is on like how far is too far on MGC. I mean, to me, I think it could totally get back up here because, well, we dumped that much just this morning. So I you know what I mean? We see price do that a lot where it comes down and then just comes right straight back up. But would love to get some opinions from the gold traders in here.
Which month MGC are you on?
I'm on, good question. I'm on MGC1, which is MGCJ. MGCJ 2025. Yeah. And someone actually showed me a trick where if you go right here, and I believe it's you click labels and you say indicators and financial name labels. Oh no, that's not it. Hold on. Symbol name label. Then you can just see it right there on the right, which is kind of a cool trick.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
To keep changing it in Tradevate whenever I move over.
Yeah, it's nice to see it just right there. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because sometimes you get filled on MGC1, which just means the next major expiration on the ticker, but you don't know what contract that is exactly, and it's important to know when they roll and blah 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 blah. So. See if we can come back here and get a fill. Let's see here. Just scored 2 R's with the 10 EMA advanced aggressive, going long on NQ magnet effect. Okay, let's see what that. Someone just wrote that in the YouTube. Off this candle, brother, right here. That's pretty cool. So you just got in, boop, boop, tight stop, bam. That's cool. Hey, make that money, dude. There's no, I ain't gonna tell anyone like, oh, your strategy is different than mine. Da, da, da. If you want to run magnet effect and you see something I don't, and you're like, listen, dude, double bottom, I'm thinking magnet effect, go for it. Like, I will never diss anyone that's making money in trading. That's awesome, man. Good job. I'm going to wait a little bit. See if we can come down here and get filled. I'm curious if we can get filled. Someone asked about Cigna. Do I like Cigna? Well, Cigna is my insurance, so I hope it's doing well on the charts. Let's see. Oof, under the 200 SMA. That is quite the not great chart to me. I don't know, guys. I don't get long anything that's under the 200 SMA. I just have learned my freaking lesson. I've learned it. The only time I'll get long something under the 200 SMA is for a long-term investment, not for a swing. If it's like Microsoft, right? Like it's under its 200, but like I plan on holding Microsoft for years. And I just scale in a little bit every day. I buy like $20 of Microsoft every day. You know what I mean? Like it's not, that's different. But if I'm getting in a swing trade, I don't like to do, I don't like to do it if it's under the 200 SMA. That was my horrible attempt at I don't even know, some kind of accent. All right. So who here? Let's see if MGC is going to come back. Get me. I don't know. That 10 EMA is looking strong there. Is it going to come back and fill me? Let's see here. Actually, let's look at this. What's the ATR on gold? Okay, 43 points on the daily is the ATR for gold. So what's it for NQ? I'm curious. Is it still like 400? 369. So like a third. So MGC. Let me see here. 43. So. Yes, I think my stops maybe a little. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the ATR and I'm basically. Let's see here. I'm just trying to. 100 over 10%. 25%. So 40. Yeah, it seems based on what I just figured out here, I think this should actually be closer to like 10. We could do 11. That's probably where it should actually be. If I'm comparing how the ATR moves on NQ versus this. You could even do 12. But like I probably wouldn't go higher than that. I don't know if it's going to fill me though. MCL, MYM making a strong comeback. MES as well. M2K. Yeah, whole market's starting to come back up. Question though is, did we get back over that 50 SMA on QQQ? That's going to be a wall now. Oh, we did though. Very nice. Back above the 50 on QQQ. How about SPY? We back above that 50 on SPY? Yes, we are. Delron says my attempt at a British accent earlier was good. Thanks, man, for being nice. I think I don't know, it's probably pretty bad actually, but thanks for being nice. I appreciate it. Cool. Bouncing off the 50. I mean, I'm not surprised about it. Like bounce off the 50 happened there. Looks like we had some kind of action on it there that day. This day we did. This day we did. This day we did. This day we opened and ran off of it. This day we opened and ran off of it. So the fact that we bounced off the 50 again, am I that surprised? No, I'm not. So for those of you out there that said, hey, Calvin, I'm going to take the magnet reversal, you were right today. You were right. Good job. Oh, MGC, you couldn't come back just a little more, dude? Lame. See, now I'm having the same thing Marta had. The like, ugh. I mean, like I said, I don't really have FOMO either about this, but it's like, oh man, why couldn't I have seen that just like 15 minutes earlier? Or why couldn't this come back and fill me just a little more? And the thing here too, guys, is I don't even know if I necessarily want it to come back and fill me now, because now this would be like a double top if it did. So I might just close this thing because it's been a long time since I put the order in. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel it. If you get it on a retest, you want to see price go through and then come back and just wick you in and go. That's what you want to see.
So Calvin, do you have a specific rule on that? Like how long you would set up a trade and it doesn't trigger?
I don't have a specific rule, but I think a pretty good safe rule is like 21 minutes, like what you would have waited for the first stop.
First stop. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because then it's like, or you can leave the order open, but just your stop needs to go to like to here, right, to 0.7.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, what I don't love about this now is you got to think about what it should be doing if it's going to work in your favor. What it should have done is come up, come down, wicked me in, and then closed over this candle here. That's not what happened. It came up, it got rejected there, didn't fill me. Now it's getting rejected again. So this is kind of a double top now. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not as excited anymore. I'll get re-excited if we come down to here, touch this trend line, get another setup, and I can try it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of like, trading is like reading a book, right? You're like trying to... You're always... How do I put it? You're always trying to predict what's going to happen in the next chapter, but also like not so much. You're just trying to enjoy it and just trying to see what it's doing, what it's telling you, the story it's telling you. The story it's telling me right now is that we have some momentum here. I missed this setup. I tried to get on a retest. It hasn't worked. And now we're having a problem here, and we could be having a problem here. Now, could this just be another 10 EMA setup and it launches? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But I'm not going to chase it because I would have to chase it at this point, right?
Yep.
I would either have to chase it or get in a way that is not as sexy as, because how do I put this? If this comes down to here and fills me and my stop is here, I guess that's actually not terrible because the trend line is right here. I don't know. Let's just wait and see what happens here. I really just wanted it to come up, wick me in, and go like this, and it just hasn't done that.
Mhm.
So
A good S curve blast.
yeah, you know, right now it's like,
Yep.
okay, who played the platinum party last night? Is Jose on here? Oh, we have the other Jose's on here. What's up, Jose? All right. Platinum party at 3 a.m. Nothing really last night. I'm going to be honest. I mean, we had this little bounce here, but I mean, I guess it did. Well, I guess at like 1 or 2 a.m. it did just dump. So it did actually do something. It chopped on this guy and then just fell all night. I got to look more into like the macro, I think, on platinum and what causes it to move during the London and Tokyo session. I got to look into that. Because it moves. I mean, if I throw on that market session thing here, I mean, there's no doubt that it moves in the Tokyo and London session. It really does. Move. London specifically, like I find it really like, look at this London session move. And I get it. It's moving before New York starts, but look at the London session compared to New York on that day. Yeah, man, I just move. I don't know what it is. Like Tokyo, London. London specifically. Look at that. Thelron, man, this is all you, dude. If you're in Ireland, right? I mean, this is prime for you. You can just trade normal hours, man. You don't need to be up at night. All right. Squirrel Mom. Squirrel Mom, did you get your payout from Apex? How did that work out? Did that ever happen? If it did, you got to tell me about it. Really? For how much? How much was your payout? If you don't mind me asking. Sorry, maybe that's personal. But I was just, you know what I mean? I'm just curious. Were you copy trading? Did you just have one account? Like, what was the details on that? $2,800 payout? What the heck? Squirrel Mom. And that hit your account? That hit your checking account. You gotta like screen 3 accounts. Wow. That is sweet. You gotta, okay, so what was it, like 900 on each or something like that? You gotta, yeah, we gotta like jump on a Zoom call. I want to see like, yeah. Post about that. Post about that in the futures or the funded accounts channel or the main channel. And you ready for another? Let's go. You're a good trader, Squirrel Mom. All right. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Oil still under the pink. MYM kind of faltering there a little bit. Let's see what happens. MGC coming down, Bitcoin coming down, MES big retest, M2K. I mean, they're all kind of doing the same thing right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Meta. I just hate that name. I wish they just would have like just call it Facebook. Meta. I don't like it. But man, is it a good stock. It was only at 95 before, you know, it ran to 700, so don't feel too bad about it. It's crazy. Guys, if we ever have another like major bear market, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to come into this ticker right here. It's called FNGU. It's a 3x leveraged ETF, and it covers all the FANG and Mag 7 stocks, and I'm just going to buy it for $36 and sell it here for like, this is insane. Like, let's see, what was a better investment? Was it Nvidia or that? Oh yeah, I got Nvidia beat. FNGU, keep it on your radar. I'm telling you, do not buy this in your long-term accounts or try to swing this necessarily like now, because this thing is really high. But I'm just saying, if we're like, because like, hear me out. Ready? This is a play I would have done. QQQ on the weekly, right? Bottom of the bear market. So somewhere around here when we touch because it's like, okay, how much lower are we really going to go? When we touch the 200 SMA on the weekly, you could have then flipped. So you have an alarm go off here, right? So then you could have flipped over to FNGU and been like, all right, well, that was somewhere in here-ish. So let's just say you bought it for $50. Okay. Something like that. $50. And let's say you bought, I don't know, $1,000 worth. 1,300% gain. That's times it by 13. You make 13K. It's crazy. It's insane. Anyways, these are the things that keep me up at night. All right. Let's see if we have any other setups coming in today. Like I said, I won an M&Q in the morning. That was a really fun one. So my trade this morning was this right here. I shorted, the market opened right here, and I shorted this candle right here. Boom. I mean, that's just ridiculous, right? Probably could have gotten 10 Rs on that if I wanted, but I didn't. Stuck to my 5. All right, anything you guys are looking at here specifically? MCL, like I said, MCL is still below that pink, so I can't get long. Oh, wait. Oops. MGC got real close to filling my that would have come within, let's see what that would have come within. I still don't think I would have gotten filled. Yeah, it would have missed me by like 3 ticks. MBT, yes. Yeah, we're just getting this magnet pull back up, so this might be it for today. Like I said, I in one account, let's just go see. So yeah, so in one account, this was the account I tried the MYM short in. I lost 200, but in this one, nice 582 win. So really pretty good day, honestly. Squirrel Mom, you gotta DM me in Slack, and we gotta get a little Zoom call going, a little 10-minute Zoom call. I just want to see this, see what you did for the $28 payout. That's really cool. All right. Do we have anything else that we can play right now? We don't, to be honest. Gold was the only one, and I missed it. Bitcoin, MES. Okay, yeah. So, for now, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off. If somehow you got into gold here, what I was really hoping for here was like a reset, and then I could try it, but it hasn't happened yet. We'll hang out here for. I'll tell you what. We'll hang out here for another 10 minutes. I'll hang out here till 11 Central. See if anything else sets up. Right. Okay. Ooh, we could be getting a setup on MCL. MYM, no. MGC never got the reset. MBT did get a setup here and here. MES, 2K, MNQ, PL. Okay. So Bitcoin does have a setup, but do I want to participate? Here's the problem with MBT, okay? Even though this is a micro, for some reason on Apex, they count it as a full-size contract. So I can only open 4 of these. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough risk on. So I can't do that. In fact, because of that, I probably will just remove MBT from my watch list. And honestly, I'm never going to trade M2K. And Platinum, you know, I'll leave Platinum on there for our regular 10 EMA advanced. QMES, MGC, those are all in play. MYM. Don't ask me why I leave MCL on there, but I do. Okay. Curious what this looks like. 1, 2. Just not a big fan of oil. I'm going to take that off the list too. MYM, MGC, MES, that's fine. Five things I trade. That's more than enough. All right, we'll hang out here a little longer. See if we can get a rollover. I really think we can. They're all looking like they want to do it now. So let's see if we can get a rollover here. A rollover. All right, what do you guys think? MNQ or MES for a trial on the short? They both look good. MYM went a little higher than I'd like it to. These both look really good, though. Which one do you guys want to do more? MES or MNQ? The price action looks almost identical, so.
It really is, yeah. And I only trade ES, so that's me.
MES went to the 382. MNQ only went to the 50. One thing I don't like about MES is that it went past this area. Friday's low. Whereas MNQ never got there. Might try MNQ on this, I think. We'll wait 2 minutes here to see if we get the setup. Okay, MNQ still looking kind of red. MES, these are just under the 10 EMA. Let's see if we can close green. If we do close green, this is going to be a real tight stop. I mean, we're talking 20 points. I don't know, though. Oh. Let's see if it wants to close under that 10. Looks like it wants to close over the 10. Okay, so that's been invalidated. No setup yet. MGC, I understand some of you think this is a reset, but it's just not in my opinion. I need to see a bull candle completely close under, well, the body close under the 10 in order for me to engage in that long again. And MES, MNQ, they're bouncing. They're bouncing. Well, we didn't get the setup there. It's 11:03. I got some stuff to do today, guys. I'm going to hop off, but please post if you guys take any trades today. I'm curious. Post it in our funded accounts channel, our futures channel if you have the all access pass, or if you're in my prop firm masters group, post it in there. If you're curious about joining prop firm masters, we are starting class the first Monday of March again. And we're primarily going to be doing this aggressive strategy for next month. DM me, hit me up if you want more info. I will drop in the chat real quick. Sorry. I'll drop in the chat real quick the link just in case any of you want to join from YouTube here. It's $500 month to month. No, no commitment, long-term commitment, just month to month, $500. You learn a ton. You get slides, you get rule sheets, you get, our trading plan, and we just meet Monday through Thursday in the morning on Zoom. I do it live on YouTube twice a week just for free. And then we meet at night as well, 2 nights a week. So sign up. Let me know. It's awesome. You'll learn a ton. And yeah, I'll post if I take any more trades later today. All right, team. Thank you and talk soon.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Recording